Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I thought we'd have a little heal yourself session. Let's see what the cards want to come out regarding what needs healing collectively. So I've got some heal yourself reading cards. The sun's come out. Okay. The teachings of Abraham, well-being cards. I've pulled out the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards, and I thought we'd play with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And we'll see whether there's a particular chakra that's showing its face. Messages from Heaven and the Sacred Destiny Oracle card. I think we might be using them towards the end. Okay, I don't use these cards often, the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So let's have a play with these. We'll do a free flow reading. Guys, I'm not advertising my special on the Skype call anymore. That's over, but you can most definitely still book yourself in a recorded reading. Either a Celtic cross or a free flow reading. Okay, details in the description box. I'll be running that for a couple of more days. Okay, so email me if you'd like to book yourself in a free flow or a Celtic cross reading. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so a major arcana. It's from the heart chakra. Then we have the Ace of Wands. That looks nice. It's just them two cards are quite nice. I found that the temperature's been rising, like, on my back. I'm not sure what that's about. But it feels, it feels like I've had a slap on the back. So that kind of represents a good job, maybe. Well, I don't know why else someone would be slapping me on the back. Okay. But I felt like, actually it was where my tattoo is. I felt like my whole tattoo was like burning. Unless it has something to do with the fact it says 666. But it's in a circle. Love, love, love. But it was burning earlier. It's like, okay, that's interesting. The Hermit. The Ten of Wands. Okay, I can see maybe why you need to give yourself, maybe not a slap on the back, but a pat on the back. I'm going to carry on. The Hanged Woman. You're just about to birth something new, Divine Feminine. It's like you're coming out of hermitage. The wheel's about to turn. There is an amazing opportunity, and it's about you being in the spotlight. You're coming out of your hermitage. You've been carrying a lot of weight for a long time. Could be 10 years on your shoulders, and now you're about to emerge. How are you emerging? Okay, that's interesting. Why has this card come out? It's the card of unhappiness, but you're emerging from, I want to say, unhappiness. And it's like it takes one big cup and it wakes you up. I'll show you these cards in a minute. Oh, we have a Magician. There's a man on the scene. The two of you are, I keep being tickled. I don't know if it's just where my hair's getting longer or it's like there's an invisible hair. Where are you? Is it you? No, you're attached. Okay. You're attached. Is it you? No, you're attached. Okay, so there's a man on the scene. This person isn't attached to someone else. So it's like, is it you? No, you're attached. Is it you? I was picking up your aligned, colour coordinated. I'll say what wants to come out, colour coordinated. There's that big cup here. I will show you these in a minute, guys. Okay. That's nice to end on. Okay. Right, okay, the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. Okay, someone's coming charging in, Divine Feminine. You can't really see who it is just yet. but this person is not attached to someone. I don't know whether that means that someone that you thought was attached is no longer attached. So you might not be thinking it's a particular person because you believe they're attached to someone else. Where's he coming out of? I don't know. There's communication galore. There's this. It's not an uproar. It's like an uprising. There's a song, isn't there, called Uprising? I'm sure there is. If it's the one I'm playing in my mind, but uprising lyrics by the Muse is, it's like, okay. I know the song. It's the part here. They will not force us. They will stop degrading us. No tune whatsoever, Lucy. But it's an uprising. The paranoia is in bloom. The PR transmissions will resume. They're trying to push drugs, keep us all dumbed down, and hope that we never see the truth around. So come on. Another promise, another scene, another packaged lie to keep us trapped in greed. And all the green belts wrapped around our minds, and endless red tape to keep the truth confined. So come on. They will not force us, and they will stop degrading us, and they will not control us. We will be victorious. So come on. Interchanging mind control, come let the revolution take its toll. If you could flick a switch and open your third eye, you'll see that we should never be afraid to die. So come on. Rise up and take the power back. It's time the fat cats had a heart attack. You know that their time is coming to an end. We have to unify and watch our flag ascend. So come on. Lots of haze going on in there. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I feel like. It's like the communication now. Okay. Muse. So come on. Okay. The tune's in my mind, but because I don't actually know the lyrics, like, to sing along. I probably could now if I had the tune, but Lucy, Muse, Uprising, I'll share it on the community tab. Okay, so interesting, because we have our Muse, and the Divine Feminine's Muse is the Divine Masculine, and the Divine Masculine's Muse is the Divine Feminine. They both respect and admire each other's opinions. Okay. I was going to say, regardless of whether they're negative or positive, the fact is that you both have a massive impact on each other with your beliefs and how you're feeling. It's just the way it is. Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Let's get this story together. So we've got the Divine Masculine here appearing out of, I do want to keep saying appearing out of nowhere, but there's a lot of communication. The blue here is for the throat chakra. Let's read this. Let's have some fun. We'll get some knowledge as well. These books are really good for knowledge. The card of a daring change. This is the underlying energy, guys. The knight charges in with the crystal of magical manifesting and can move mountains with his power. If you set a clear intention, this may be its fruition. If not, the change will still be for the better, albeit more unexpected. Is that how you say it? Albeit. Albeit. A-L-B-E-I-E-T. Albeit. Albeit. Is that how you say it? Albeit. What was you? Oh, the Knight of Wands. What was you? Albeit for more unexpected. For unexpected. Okay. The chakra message. The clearer your intention, the more rapid the result. Changes in the air with a new love, job or home. The indication, what you deem as out of the blue, may have been an intention of yours for quite some time. Okay. So it feels like it's going to come out of the blue, but this masculine's been planning it for quite a while. You're not aware, Divine Feminine. The keywords are being daring, speediness, impulsiveness, extrovert and entrepreneur. Okay. Should we do this meditation? Because I feel like, for one, there's a mistiness around this ear. I think it's a stream of light. Okay. Very weird. What's going on with the ear? Can you hear? Okay. Better? We had that yesterday come up. Let's carry on. The keywords being daring, speediness. Oh, I was going to do the meditation. Impulsiveness, extrovert and entrepreneur. The meditation, drop your shoulders. Okay, let's do it. And imagine yourself with a wand held high in the air. Look at this, Divine Feminine here. So let's do this meditation, Divine Feminine, because I believe it's your intentions that is manifesting this. And there is a masculine here handing the wand to you. So let's do what we are told. Okay, I'll hold them both up so you can have a look. So drop your shoulders and imagine yourself with a wand held high in the air. You are about to charge into your own life and give yourself some surprising news. Breathe and write down what this wonderful news is. Contemplation. The good news is there is always good news. Now, you've got this wand. Let's start off then, because now you do have it held high in the air. So let's have a look at this, Divine Feminine. Let's put these cards back in position. Lovely, at the end here. Oh, we've got colour coordinating up there though. I'll show you as we go along, but we've got two oranges here. And then we've got the Hermit with the 10 of Wands. So I feel like we've all been in this space, the Divine Feminines, carrying the burden alone, holding up our own lantern, holding up our own wand. Let's read what the Wheel of Fortune wants to say then. So we have the Divine Feminine here. She is the magician. Well, she has the magician's tools, and she's performing some alchemy. Now, interesting. So you're actually juggling the 4 elements. So you're trying to, it feels like the furthest one away is the coin. So that's the last thing that you're really focusing on. You do have the sword here, so I feel like you've been working on your mental stability. The cup's knocked over. Okay, so I feel like you're not too much focusing on that cup of love. And you do have that wand. So you're regaining your passion for life. And it's all swirling around, but at the moment you're focusing on this wand, so it seems. So the Wheel of Fortune. And by focusing on this wand, it seems that it turns the wheel and destiny's at play. And you're going to receive some good news. So you've got to give that good news to yourself first. Write it down. What was the good news that you received? The Fool discovers that destiny requires timing. The Fool is now using all the tools the magician gave her. She is summoning the forces of the universe to manifest only what is true in her heart. We have all the tools we need to create that which we choose. The 4th chakra message. So this is coming from the heart chakra. In this 4th chakra card, the Fool is using her feminine power and compassion she learned from the Empress. Like the Fool, you too can now summon all the tools you need to create your heart's joy at will. Will you manifest your own destiny? Will you summon the tools of the magician? The indication, knowing we all have everything we need to open our heart to our true desires, we are then no better or worse than anyone else. Will you step forward and summon what your heart craves? Keywords, compassion. surprises, development, possibilities, unforeseen events, and destiny. Now, the planet is Venus. Okay. A conjunct energy, when Venus syncs up within your birth chart, it creates a conjunction or doubled energy. You experience a heightened sense of desire and are more determined to create your intention. Energy is intense and powerful. Use it. Define what you enjoy now. So I'm not too sure about the planets here, guys, with syncing up with your birth chart. So just take note that when Venus syncs up within your birth chart, it creates a conjunction or doubled energy. Let's have a look at this meditation. Look at how far the Fool has come. She reminds you that your heart knows this path. It is by summoning the truth from our darkness that we can make requests from the heavens. Think about what you will summon from the ether. What does your heart truly crave? The next steps. Truth with your heart is when you are willing to be open to want. You have to be open to want what you really desire. Okay, doesn't say that. The truth of your heart is when you are willing to be open to what you really desire, not what looks good on paper. The right living. It's because, look, you're focusing on other stuff, not just what looks good on paper. Okay. Can we actually get out these next steps? The truth of your heart is when you are willing to be open to what you really desire, not what looks good on paper. The right thing will happen as depicted in the 5th chakra card of justice. So we have you with the Ace of Wands here, and it's really pointing that you're working a lot on what does work for you. Okay, what it is that you're truly desiring, and that's not just from one area of your life. So I'm feeling like there's the mental clarity. That's what you desire. You would like spiritual and material abundance. Okay, but you're working on your spirituality, knowing that the material abundance will come as a result. Just naturally, it's the law. You have the wand, so you're working on that part at the moment. Your passion for purpose, I want to say. And then you have the cup. So it's about keeping yourself emotionally stable. Okay, when it comes to actually love. Feeling love. So we've got the Ace of Wands here. The card of confidence, creativity. This wand is an offering from above and is summoning the force of manifesting. The universe is converging to inspire forward movement on your dreams. See that spotlight there? Okay. The chakra message. Light from the red crystal illuminates the path ahead. You are being summoned forward into your next steps. You may not see that you are ready, yet all the signs are there. Imagine them. The indication. The idea is right. Let's go. Contemplate your talents. Are bold moves necessary? Can you feel the energy? I can. On my back I can. Seriously, it's burning now. Can you feel the energy? Your creativity is taking form. Will you nurture it? The keywords: opportunity, breadth, emerging, expansion, and new possibilities. Excuse me. The meditation. Allow the crystal wand of fire to ignite your root energy. A gift, a mysterious adventure, and a bold move are all possible. Can you see it? You are ready for a new creative identity. Breathe. Only you know this vibrational frequency. The contemplation. Experience igniting your spiritual magnetizing frequency that is alive in your 1st chakra. Okay. Now, we've been in hermitage here, guys. We become wiser. Let's look at the Hermit, a major arcana, but we're now coming from the solar plexus chakra. Okay. The Hermit. The Fool begins to think for herself. So it's using this manifesting ability that you have, focusing on what it is that you actually truly do desire and calling it in. The Fool wanders in the darkness with a lantern for light. She will soon discover that what she seeks in her shadow side are all her suppressed emotions. The lantern's light connects with the heavens. She is being guided on this journey. So the suppressed emotions, seeing as we have this cup here, we know what happens when we suppress our emotions. It can lead to depression. So this might make sense as in why we're emerging now from this state, taking a really good, I want to say, look at that cup. Although we have the wand here, what do we really truly desire when it comes to that cup? So the Fool, okay, is bathed. The Fool is bathed in orange. I picked that up in the cards underneath. Okay. The Fool is bathed. The Fool is bathed in orange, an indication that she is in the second chakra of her emotions, using a lantern from the third chakra to see what she needs to. Yet in order to progress, she must find the feelings she has kept hidden, which will be the key to opening her heart. The indication here in a third chakra card, we are looking externally when the answer lies within. If we are the answer, why look for it outside of ourselves? The keywords: reflection, study, fire, seeking, searching, contemplation. Okay, so the planet is Mercury, a conjunction energy, fast connections and lightning decisions. This can also indicate internet communication, quick results and connections, a chance to make decisions that will be lasting and are what you sought or what you thought. The meditation: sometimes it is best to be in the dark, as the solution cannot easily be revealed in the light. The lantern holds your instinct and ability to think beyond this moment. You still carry the energy from what you have learned. Can you apply what you know? Is this what soul seeking is? Are you willing to look at the true plan your emotions have led you to? The next steps: the Wheel of Fortune. We've had that. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune indicates the manifesting energy of the divine feminine. The Fool has learned of her true power she has held inside. She is now using it to change her fate. Will it change yours too? Come on, you've got to be a bit excited with this. I got the power. Well, we have the Ten of Wands. It's been a long journey, okay? Ten of Wands. The card of intentional thought. But you're nearly there. She sends her emotional energy. That's what we're looking at, this cup, guys. It's quite evident. Okay. She sends her emotional energy into the wand's crystal of manifestation. Her focus has calmed the sea of emotions surrounding her. The stars imply the magic has happened. The spell has been cast. This is such the wrong card. It's the Three of Wands. We want the tens. That sounded good, though. I thought that sounded good. Let's see what the 10 wants to say. Just get you a little bit excited. The card of self-imposed burden. She can hold only one wand comfortably. The others, unseen, are looming over her. While she appears poised, she carries the burden for others. Do you? Chakra message. You may have accomplished your goals and face new decisions that require reassessing your needs based on where you are now. It's time to look at more supportive choices for yourself. The indication: you may be unable to recognise a burden or are carrying a burden alone. It's that cup of love, guys. This card can also indicate power without responsibility. So I feel once you become responsible for that cup of love and how it's emotionally affected you, they're going to give you the power to use that wand. Okay. It's love. It's love in that cup. The keywords are burden, overcommittal, defensiveness, replanning, overextension, and rethinking. The meditation, focusing on your solar plexus. Allow your gut to guide you. Is there a flow or tightening energy? If the energy is uplifting and flowing, enjoy it. If it is confining and painful, send it love. Do not attempt to get rid of the burden. It is okay to be incomplete. Okay. So we're emerging now. And I feel like we're emerging so that we can really, we're not afraid really to have a look at how and admit how that cup of love has really affected the Divine Feminines as a collective. The Hanged Woman. You're emerging here. The Fool pauses her future. The Fool has become trapped by the things she has overlooked. And I feel like because of the connection with your divine counterpart, you feel it's best, let's just forget about love, forget about that cup, forget about how it affected you, how deep, how your heart feels so committed to that connection. Okay. So the Fool pauses her future. The Fool has become trapped by the things she has overlooked and must now pause and do nothing. Like the mountain of ice floating behind her, she must remain frozen. Any movement could unsettle the progress she has made. The sixth chakra message. The sixth chakra represents a time for intuitive knowing, to look and discern if this is your true intention or if you are trying to live out a dream that is not yours. When struggle is put on pause and we relax into the unknown, we allow new ideas and family of origin agreements to be revealed. It is a time for us to be certain our choices are our own. The indication: as we follow the Fool on her shadow journey, it becomes clear that we cannot proceed if our plans are made only to impress or help others. Obligations based on guilt keep us stuck. And I feel this is what the obligations are here. The keywords is delay, waiting, pause, confusion, transition, sacrifices and rebirth. The planet here is Jupiter, a conjunct energy. When we have a Jupiter return, it indicates a revisitation of what was once a fortunate circumstance in our life. Here the indication is that you are about to break free and step into who you came here to be. You are in alignment with the universal energy. Breathe into it. The meditation. Think about what you have long awaited in your life, the future you see for yourself. Is this what you truly desire? Be honest with yourself and try to connect to the voice of your inner child. Write down what they would say if this is helpful. It is time to recognise your own vision. Okay, so some good news from your inner child? What do they have to say to you? It says, be honest with yourself and try to connect to the voice of your inner child. Write down what they would like to say if this is helpful. It is time to recognise your own vision. The next steps: allowing the false self to dissipate is the only option for the Fool, as life as it has been known is over. Death beckons, a new time will emerge. So we have the Four of Cups here. So now you're having a look at this cup. It's time to look at it. Okay. The thing that you desire so much. but you're scared to have a look at it. And I want to say, because it's like love doesn't hurt. It's the feeling of the lack of love that hurts. Feeling that you're losing love. It said about a revisitation to something that was a good happenstance. So you felt it, and then it felt like it was taken. So you're scared to have a look at it again. Okay, 4 of Cups. Well, let's just deal with this cup. The card of wishful thinking. She makes no effort because she simply does not want what she is being offered. The universe offers her something better than what she wished for, yet she cannot see her true path, for she refuses to let go of her personal vanity. Rejection. It's a form of protection. So it's like there's lots of things to focus on, but we find ourselves just focusing on that cup that's been spilled. This lost love. Not the fact that we discovered love. Made a big discovery. Okay. The chakra message. This card can reveal love with an imaginary ideal love, waiting for someone else to change, or a life lacking structure. The indication. What is desired may be beyond current reality and far bigger than you are ready for. You are being offered something from your angels, a step forward perhaps. The keywords: disillusionment, stagnation, entitlement, lack of awareness, apathy, feeling unmotivated, and resignation. The meditation: draw into yourself, placing your hand over your heart, feel into your truth. Are you withholding for fear of someone else taking credit for what you create? Or are you in any form of upset about not yet receiving what you desire? And what do you see? Contemplation with kindness. Look at what Spirit offers you. Okay. Now we have the Magician here. He's giving this wand to the Divine Feminine. And so it feels very much, the Divine Masculines as a collective are really wanting you to have a look at this cup and deal with the emotion that uprise from it. Okay. The Magician. Feels very much like we're really needing to control our emotions regarding the love side of this connection. Guys, it's preparing you for union. It's 10-10. The Magician, the Fool learns magic. The Magician knows the secret power of conjuring. The crystal wand he presents to the Fool offers training in the ways of soul magic. She is being taught the skill of magnetising from him. Will she remember how it feels? Will she choose to use it? The second chakra message. Here in the second chakra, we witness the first encounter with emotions. You have never felt it. Okay, you had never felt anything like this until you have met what you looked at as being the Magician. Okay, he put a spell on you. He feels the same. Okay, but you need to get to grips with the emotions. So here in the second chakra, we witness the first encounter with emotions. In order to use the tools of spiritual attraction, we must choose the tool that works best in directing our feelings in manifesting. What will the Fool choose to take with her? Will she use these skills she has now learned? And I feel at some point you need to have a look at this cup. You can't disregard the cup from the equation. Okay, and that's where it's out of balance, guys. The indication: all lessons that are vital to our evolution must involve emotional investment, spiritual gifts, and using your intuition. Keywords: conveying, implementing, operating, adopting, practicing, and transmitting. Now the planet is a new moon. The new moon does not light the sky, yet it is in the darkness that plans are made and seeds are sown. This indicates the time to go within and look at how you feel, what your deepest desires are. Here we offer them to the magician who has all the tools you need for magnetizing your desires. The meditation, admit to yourself the true level of emotional investment your next steps will require. Either concentrate on or write down as descriptively as you can the emotion most valuable to you for magnetizing. What is it? Love. Next steps. Now the fool has learned about emotions from the magician. Her next stop will be the priestess, who is the embodiment of intuitive thought. Will she learn the secrets this mentor has to share? I feel actually your mentor is your divine masculine, seeing as you have the strength card next. He looks very poised here. Okay. His energy settled, divine feminine. And yours, when it comes to this cup, handling this love, communicating, I want to say. If your divine masculine comes out of the blue and he's wanting to chat, are you going to be able to be emotionally stable, talking about it, and don't be so sure that you are? Because once you connect, it's all going to come rushing back. Those emotions. Let's look at the strength card. It looks like he wants to talk. Why am I pointing to the bottom here? Well, do you want to have a look? We'll have a look after the strength card. You're both needing to be strong. And divine feminine, it's about your emotional state. Okay. The fool has reined in her emotion. The fool sits atop the golden lion. So the last 2 days I've been talking about how you can scare yourself with this connection. So take it easy, baby steps. The fool sits atop the golden lion. Why is she dressed in the yellow of her third chakras and not in the orange of the second? The strength it takes to harness her emotions requires the disciplined thinking of the third chakra, which she summons. The second chakra message. Emotional maturity has emerged through the shadow of the second chakra. Harnessing her feelings required the fool's focus and is one of the valuable keys to chakra evolution. Notice that she is not ignoring her feelings, she is engaging them. In travelling from the second chakra to the third chakra, the shadow becomes the bridge to manifesting. The indication, this is not about suppressing feelings. Instead, it is about taming and focusing emotions to be productive and empowering. The keywords: psychic strength, intelligence, vitality, joy, leadership and pride. The planet is the moon. The waning or waxing moon brings shadow aspects to your emotions. Waning energy indicates a draining emotional situation, while waxing brings more energetic light to your circumstances. At the time of your reading, look up the phase of the moon to see where you are in the moment. Okay. We've had the new moon, haven't we? The meditation, can you step back and observe your feelings as they happen rather than react to them? What would your world look like if you applied this technique more often? The next steps, having gained emotional strength and maturity in the second chakra, the fool must now journey within and use these tools to find the answers she seeks. In the hermit, she will discover where they are truly hidden. Big message today, Divine Feminine. Okay. So let me just rerun over this part as it kind of wraps up the reading. Emotional maturity has emerged through the shadow of the second chakra. Harnessing her feelings required the fool's focus. Harnessing her feelings required the fool's focus. So we need to get focused, guys. Ideally, looking at this love. Okay. And is one of the valuable keys to chakra evolution. Notice that she is not ignoring her feelings. She is engaging them. In travelling from the second chakra to the third chakra, the shadow becomes the bridge to manifesting. Wow. Big message. Let's take this hair away from tickling me. Should we get to heal yourself? There's just this bit of hair here. I think it just wants to okay, you can stay there. Oh, that's quite cute on the bottom. See, a masculine and feminine here together. I feel like the Divine Masculine is so strong, Divine Feminine, that any emotional wobbles that you have, okay, there's more healing that needs to occur. Soulmate, look at this. Okay, let's just read this card. We can pull another one after, but let's read this. So this love scared you, the intensity of this love. But if the Divine Masculine feels that within your aura, then it's going to rub off on him. He's going to get scared himself. Open your heart and invite sacred love. Your soulmate is not far from you. To connect with them, you need to open your heart, call them in, and have patience. If you are not ready to accept your soulmate, keep working on self-love. You will be drawn to your soulmate like a magnet and feel an immense sense of familiarity, like you have known them before. Your capacity to love will increase dramatically and you will experience higher states of consciousness. No one can touch your heart in the same way that a soulmate can. It is important to note that your soulmate will not necessarily be your partner. He or she may come in a completely different form than you have imagined, but they will offer you incredible wisdom, growth, and expansion. Be aware that we connect with our soulmates when we are ready to truly evolve and move to the next level of consciousness and life experience. We attract them into our lives when we need to open our hearts fully and learn about unconditional love. So let's have a look at the action steps here. Take some slow, deep breaths. Connect to your heart. Imagine calling your soulmate towards you. You don't have to know what they look like. Just feel the openness in your heart and allow yourself to connect to their heart. Imagine that there is a gold cord attaching you to them, with beautiful loving energy flowing between you. Know that we are supported. I'm going to put it in there. Know that we are supported and will soon meet each other in the physical reality. Keep on working. Keep working on opening your heart and enjoying your life. That's lovely. Oh, check your wrist. Should we get another one? We can get another one, although it's been quite a long reading. Unleash your creativity. Divine Feminines, look here. You're the Magician. Card number 31. Your creative talents and abilities are your most powerful assets. Allow your imagination to roam without limits and access new ideas without judging them. It is time for you to be innovative and birth unique creations. If you're feeling stuck, get up and move, try new things, meet new people, read books, paint, etc. Concentrate on the area of your life where you need to be creative. We know it's that cup, it's love. Are you a great singer who needs to share your talents with others? Do you have an affinity with gardening? Can you tell powerful stories? Are you technically minded? Can you whip up amazing meals? What is your special flavour of creativity? You're a master of love. Okay. Whatever it is, give yourself permission and the time to be inventive. The more creative you allow yourself to be, the more fulfilled you are going to feel. And you're not going to feel fulfilled all the time. You're not dealing with one of the elements, which is love, unconditional love, and how it's affected you. Your action is focus on a challenge. Ask yourself, is this true, or are there other points of view I can adopt in relation to this issue? Take some pencils and pens and draw these options without judging or limiting them. Then stand up and ask your higher intelligence to show you new ways of doing things. Put on some music and dance. When the song ends, ask yourself, what other possibilities and creative ideas can I access? Take a pen and paper and write them down. Wow. Okay. Let's have a look at a wellbeing card. Just seeing if that bit's of hair tucked behind my ear. Okay, let's have a look and see what wellbeing card wants to come out. First, I seek joy, and all else follows. Since your feeling of joy is your indication of your connection with your source, once you have achieved joy, you have achieved connection with your source. And under these circumstances, all that is good follows. Not feeling that joyous when it comes to love, are you? Let's change that around. What's my big hurry? It's all for joy. All is well. What's the big hurry? You're not ever going to get it done, so what are you racing toward? Every single activity that you're involved in is for one purpose only, and that is to give you a moment of joy. That's why it all exists. Lighten up, laugh more, appreciate more, and all is well. So Divine Feminine, big message, lighten up, laugh more, appreciate more. Find the joy in every moment, okay? Not just in certain moments when they suit you. Every single activity that you're involved in is for one purpose only, and that is to give you a moment of joy. That's why it all exists. Let's get one more from here. I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. What problems? When you have a problem, a desire exudes forth from you, and Source hears it and answers it immediately. Once you remove your attention from the problem, you then allow the solution. Give birth to the question and let it go, and allow the answer to follow. Some good advice there. When you have a problem, a desire exudes forth from you, and Source hears it and answers it immediately. Okay. So it's not love that's the issue. Love's just love. Okay, it's the fear of love. So when you start to fear love, that you're never going to find it or feel it again, then your soul's like, it knows it's yearning for the opposite. That's what you're yearning for, is to feel this love, and it's like you won't even allow your mind really to go there, to think and feel this divine love, because you think it's missing. So I am learning that all problems resolve themselves. So when you have a problem, a desire exudes forth from you, and Source hears it and answers it immediately. But once you remove your attention from the problem and then allow the solution. Give birth to the question and let it go, and allow the answer to flow. How are you blocking love from flowing to you? Let's go with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle card. Okay, we've got 2 cards. Okay, so you've got an impasse here. You're being blocked, Divine Feminine. Okay. It's from the orange chakra. Reggie Rust. The path is obstructed. Reroute. The legend. Reggie Rust. Reggie Rust is a guardian angel. One day 2 friends, Clam and Craig, are dismayed to discover Reggie blocking their path through the mountains with no way to get around. Wondering why Reggie wanted to stop them and not daring to try to pass, they take another route. Reggie then moves on, having protected Clem and Craig from a landslide ahead that would have claimed their lives. The inspiration. This is a reroute, not an ending. The path is blocked and you are at an impasse. But the goal is still there. Do not wait for your present situation to change. Stay focused and find another path. Personal inquiry. How adaptable am I? What does this card reveal about my feelings and my reaction to delays? The key idea is change of direction, regroup and refocus, protection from harm, guardian angels. Keywords: wisdom, opportunity and surrender. I do feel this is the masculine. Okay, actually blocking Divine Feminine until you've dealt with the this cup of love. Meditation. Visualize that which you wish to create. See yourself doing the very thing that you feel is currently blocked. Allow yourself to experience the joy this outcome will create for you. When you are ready, open your eyes and write down what you have visualized. Remember that there are many paths to your destination. And this card here, balance. Okay. Look at everyone just look grumpy, look. It's like you don't want to have a look at this love and imagine it in its full manifested mode. What that feels, means, looks like for you. Balance. Emaciated periwinkle. I must create before the opportunity disappears. The legend. Periwinkle is a small town theatre actor with big time talent. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame. Feeling sure that his big break is coming, he alienates his loved ones. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. He is told he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living a loving reality. So I'm feeling like this is the Divine Feminines here. Okay. You're quite impressed with the Divine Masculine. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame. I actually feel like the shoe Divine Feminine. Feeling sure that your big break is coming. So I'm feeling like you was impressed with your Divine Masculine. You felt this love. Okay, and you're like, well, it's got to come, isn't it? So it's like you've just been waiting for that. Your big break is coming. But in the time being, it's like you were like alienated everyone that you loved just for this one love. One love. Okay. We can talk a bit more about that. I'm not going to say that I feel that that's the way people do not come on the spiritual path with you. So not everyone comes. And that's including your divine counterpart. They have to actually have ascended. They will be drawn to you if that's the path that they're going to be taken. And that's the thing with this spiritual uprising. You are drawn to it or you're not. Okay. So when it says about, but I think we can all we know that we've lost people, our reactions, our life path has changed because we were so focused on that cup of love that we received from and then lost from our divine counterpart. Let's reread this. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame, feeling sure that his big break is coming. He alienates his loved ones. I like that because alienates. Yeah, I feel that we actually come across as being quite alien, not of this world, completely insane to our loved ones, friends, family. And they wonder what's happened to us. And what happened to us was this. We felt that emotion of love deeply and strongly for the first time. And it knocked us off course. And I think it was meant to have. So I feel like alienates is if you have a look at this, and this is what you're doing, is really having a look at the whole situation, how this love has affected all of your life. And you can really pinpoint it back that things started to change, once you were your heart connected with your divine masculine. Let's carry on anyway. He signs a contract with the agency, but there are no jobs. And I feel like divine feminine, it's like you committed, but then there was no actual relationship commitment that came out of that. He is told he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as living a loving reality. But it's like the same journey we've all been on. It's like we can leave that now. Not dwell there anymore. Learn the lesson. So the inspiration is running towards something may chase it away. Who's learned that one? Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. Personal inquiry. I take me with me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? The key ideas: chasing illusions, health matters, compulsive behaviour, dietary imbalance, being result orientated, self-neglect, honouring values. And the key words is assistance, courtesy and support. And I feel like there were the things that was like the end, not the end result. What you thought the result was going to be, you ended up with zero assistance, zero courtesy and zero support. And it knocked you for 6. It's that number of love. Meditation. Journey with Periwinkle. He tells you of the work he had to do to repair past mistakes. He says, we all at the end, okay, we all end up in the same place. So enjoy your journey. Sit with him. You will know when it is time to come back. And what I'm really feeling is that the divine masculines have gone through this spiritual uprising, this awakening, without even being aware of what was actually going on. Where the divine feminines as a collective, we've been quite aware of the connection and tracking and tracing it. When actually the divine masculine is just, he's gone through it all, but it's like he didn't have a fucking clue why. Until the spiritual side of things start to come in. If they are going to, I want to say whether or not they actually recognise them. So it's kind of like saying we all get there in the end. We've just taken different routes. We're getting a message from heaven. Explore new ventures, move forward with confidence, we are with you. Boat trips, yeah? Boat trips. Card number 1, guys. You forgot to take care of you, divine feminine. Explore new ventures, move forward with confidence, we are with you. You need never feel alone. Trying new things is exciting, but always easier when you have a friend along for the ride. Imagine that your loved ones are with you in just the same way they would have been in life. That's the key, guys, loving from afar, okay? Feeling them with you. It's like you don't need them there, you can feel them with you. But a lot of us will block that off because you actually just want it in the physical. So if it's not there in the physical, you're not going to believe that they love you and care for you and are with you every step of the way, energetically. So you need never feel alone. Trying new things is exciting, but always easier when you have a friend along for the ride. This ride hasn't been easy. The Divine Feminines have done this like alone, but we haven't been alone. So it's, I was going to say try, there is no trying, okay? It's time to tap into your divine counterpart who's always with you. And have fun, enjoy, find the joy in every moment together, okay? You're preparing yourself for the real deal. So imagine that your loved ones are with you in just the same way they would have been in life. They are standing by your side, encouraging you. Go on, they say. You can do it. You can do it. The Divine Masculine really needs you to do this. Otherwise it feels like it's not going to allow the connection to come together. There is an abundance of everything. Shortage is only a perception, including when it comes to this thing called love. Listen to the birdies. I have a pigeon, and I spoke about this pigeon before, and he sits on the chimney top. And when I'm in the living room now, I can see him in afar. Well, in afar. Seriously, I can see him from afar. Well, today when I've walked in there, the pigeon's coming straight for me. He sat actually on my fence. But just as I was walking in there, I could see him flying straight for me. Sat on the fence, and I'm like standing there waving to him. And he gave me a little wave with his wings. I love it. Shall we end with a Sacred Destiny card today? Transformation, guys. You didn't come this far just to come this far, did you? Blue butterfly. It's no accident that the butterfly represents transformation, rebirth and resurrection. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it just doesn't. I'm going to hold up this so you can see. Okay. Remarkably, when the caterpillar becomes a chrysalis, it doesn't just instantly become a butterfly. It actually dissolves into a kind of soup. In other words, it liquefies itself, and out of that emerges something completely different. It is a true transformation. In some cultures, blue butterflies are considered very good luck and even wish granters. In Native American tribes, it is believed that a wish whispered to a butterfly will be granted when it flies to the heavens. The Native American shawl dance, which celebrates renewal, is derived from the butterfly dance. Also, the colour blue represents a calmness, peace, and spiritual attunement, and the blue butterfly is thought to carry all these meanings. That's half blue and half yellow. Lots of yellow coming out here for you, Divine Feminine. The sacred landscape wants you to know this is the time for change, reinvention, or a rebirth into a new way of being. If you've been plodding along, this card suggests that you take measures to shift everything. Don't resist change. The blue colour suggests a spiritual renewal or initiation. Transformation doesn't mean taking something old and remodelling it or rearranging a few things. It means becoming something completely different or doing something completely different. Change is often uncomfortable, but it is usually for the highest good. This is a very lucky card, and drawing this card can mean that a wish may be about to come true. I feel like I've got to leave with a Mother Mary card. We can do. We're averaging out, aren't we? Hour and 5 minutes, hour and 10 minutes every day lately. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one above you? You fill my world with gladness. You take away my sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. And at the end of the day, I will give thanks and praise to the one. To the one. There's the card, Our Lady of Divine Direction. 35. I am guiding you, my child, and I ask you to trust me. Recently you had, or soon you will have, a sudden change in direction in a matter that perhaps surprises you. Do not resist this. Allow my hand to guide the course of your life direction. I have foreseen a pitfall that you can easily avoid while still reaching your destination. Pray to me and trust, and together we shall journey on towards the goal. There's a pitfall, guys, here. It's your emotional stability when it comes to love. I'll show you the card, but I don't actually feel like holding it up. Okay. There are times when the quickest way to a destination is not the most obvious or direct route. When you have the wise eyes of the mother watching over your journey, she will nudge you to take an alternative route if there is a big hole in the middle of the road up ahead, even though you can't see it as yet. Perhaps you have had an experience driving home when you felt that your usual route wasn't such a good idea. You either trusted your gut and went a different way, only to find out later that there was a big accident and backed up traffic on your traditional route. Or you ignored your intuition, only to end up at that big accident and stuck in the backed up traffic. This mundane example can apply in larger circumstances. Perhaps you are trying for entry into a particular course or applying for particular jobs, only to find that again and again you are knocked back. Now, yes, if this is truly in your heart, then you must continue. Perhaps the knockbacks are helping you build trust and self-belief, which you will need to be able to do the job that you are seeking without losing your inner connection and spirituality. And I feel that that's about you actually being able to attract that relationship that you're seeking without losing your inner connection and spirituality. This might be so, especially if the company you are eventually going to work for has some dark or negative tendencies in its corporate culture. Perhaps part of your undercover spiritual work in taking on an administrative role there, for example, is to help balance the spiritual light in the organisation. You would need a strong inner light to be able to do that and not become depressed and disconnected in that toxic culture. Circumstances in your life might be building your inner light so that you are ready for your future work. And this happens more often than we might expect. And I feel you're being prepared for this divine love, guys. Okay. However, if something is not truly in your heart, but is more in your mind, out of habit, or not seeing any other way, then you may well find closed doors. If you were to glimpse behind those doors, you would notice Mother Mary on the other side, shutting them firmly in your face, after whispering to you to go down the hall and try a different door. Our Lady of Divine Direction arises when you are pursuing a path and there is going to be a nudge in a different direction. This is either coming soon or has just happened. This oracle says to trust in that, and the reason for it will become apparent later on. It might be to build yourself spiritually, or it could simply be a timing issue. It might, however, indicate that a slightly or very different path is actually going to help you get to where you need to go. Okay. It just tells us if we pulled another card and we haven't, so I'm not going to read that part. You might need a lot of trust because your change in direction may not materialise straight away. If you have ever seen a large boat change course, we picked up the boat here. Okay. If you have ever seen a large boat change course, or you are a large soul, beloved, hence the analogy, then you will know that it seems to slow almost to a standstill as it manoeuvres into its new direction. Once it is on course again, eventually it picks up power and it's full steam ahead. It will be the same for you. No matter what the details of your particular situation may be, there is a need for trust. I've got to get these words out, guys. This helps the flow of healing change, so it is much easier for us to sense what we need to do, or perhaps even not do, to allow the new way to manifest itself. If you have been praying for change, but it is yet to show itself, this oracle comes with this message for you. The Holy Mother has heard your prayer and is responding. Circumstances are being set up in your life so that you can receive the new direction in the best possible way. Sometimes that will happen unexpectedly. Sometimes we will need great patience whilst we wait, and sometimes we will need great courage to act. The following healing process will help you know how to proceed and when to be patient and wait. So let's do this, and I'm going to get off. See, sense or feel that you are standing in a wide open space at the crossroads. There might be dust on the road and no street signs either way, just roads going in different directions. Say this prayer aloud. Mother Mary, who loves me unconditionally, Our Lady of Divine Direction, guide me on my life path now. I gratefully accept any changes in direction that help me fulfill my divine destiny. Please bless me with trust and courage and protect me with your grace. Imagine that you can step into the centre of the crossroads with your eyes closed. You sense a loving hand at your back and the gentle fragrance of roses, and you know the Divine Mother is with you. Allow her to turn you, nudge you gently, or take your hand and walk with you, even though you may not know in what direction you are moving. She may even just stand still with you. Allow whatever needs to be to be. Be with her for as long as you need. When you are ready, complete your healing process with the following affirmation, said aloud if possible 3 times. The Divine Mother Mary directs me along the truest and best path for my divine fulfillment, in service to the greater good now. With her blessing and grace, I have the courage and trust I need to accept this direction and follow it faithfully. So be it. So that could explain this kind of burning on my back here. It's like that gentle nudge. I didn't feel like it was a slap. It's like, why would someone slap me? It's just like that gentle nudge. That comforting hand that's wrapped around you. Can you feel it? I'm going to go. Guys, have yourself a fantastic Tuesday. And I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.